I'm just gonna reacting to some random beaches I found on my recommendations. Oh, what's this? I show speed? Oh, I remember the meat incident. Is that a week ago? When he flushed all of his audience on the screen with his fucking meat, bro. Sheesh. He got some flashbacks there. Hello. Oof. I got deeply traumatized by that. Ooh. RIP I show speed. Up to the next video. What's this? Mr. Beast reaching 1 million subscribers. Huh? Bro, what?
Oh my gosh, that was
That's an absurdly high amount of subs. Next video. Oh, Project Nightfall. Hmm. I don't really care if they stay or not. Both is good. Bro, I always see this meme, bro. Like Mr. Beast hitting absurd amounts of
let's go. We're so
subscribers.
close. Oh my gosh, that was so. Wow.
Yeesh. I'm just browsing here in my YouTube.
What do
Oh,
you know about your personality?
interesting. Oh, wait, there's an ad here. Skip ads.
Today's episode is on superstition, so wish us luck.
Okay, I'm just turn off
Oh,
my
goodness.
chat and messenger since it's kind of distracting. Oh, I'm dead. Oh,
Every culture has its own unique urban legends. If you're in North
I'll
America,
turn
you've
on
likely heard
the
that
volume a
13 is
bit.
unlucky. If you step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back. And that caffeine stunts growth, which is just ridiculous. Bean drinks coffee all the time, and look at how big he's gotten. Superstitions like these are why in Peru it's believed fridges can cause cancer. In Russia, celebrating your birthday too early causes bad luck. And in
Oh
South
yeah,
Korea,
really?
sleeping in a sealed room with your fan comes at the cost of your
What?
life.
What is that
By which I mean
superstition even
the
mean?
machine,
Like
not
I
the
always sleep
other
with
kind.
my
We'll talk about those more
fan
later.
turned on in my
But what
bedroom,
exactly does this myth involve?
so it
And
feels
could
a
there
little
be
bit
more to it
cooler
than meets the eye?
with the air
Well, prepare to sit
conditioning.
back and cool off while we dig into this chill topic. Hey, bro, did you call? Huh? Oh, no, you're good. You melatonin blessed man.
Anyway, guys, if I hit 10k subscribers, I'm gonna
Also, how'd
reveal
you
my
get in
face
here?
to everyone.
Today's
I'm
episode
gonna
is
do a
exploring a
Facebook reveal.
widespread belief from a certain culture. I'm
I
not here to
promise,
judge
if I
anyone's
get
culture,
10k
just to
subs,
explore the health
alright,
effects of using
my
electric
channel
fans and
has
the
only
evidence
has
behind
around
popular beliefs.
2.13k
Every culture has its own
subscribers, and I'm going
superstitions, and
live
there's
right
no shame
now.
in that. If you have
Sheesh,
any health concerns about your
there's only
fan or
one
air conditioner
watching.
unit, you can always check
Okay,
the labels on the box or talk to your doctor. And with that out of the way, let's get into it.
I'm just watching
Fans,
here
we
some
know them, we love
YouTube
them.
videos that
They
I
keep
found
us
on my
nice and cool in the warmer
recommendations, as
months
I
that
said
turn
a while
sunshine
ago.
and rainbows into a nightmarish, lightning-filled inferno. So
Sheesh.
here, is it possible that they cool us down too much, though? That's one of the beliefs behind the myth,
I think I'm
that in
ending
a
my
sealed room, the
stream
use of an electric fan will cause
after
the
this
body
video.
temperature to lower,
I'm
resulting
gonna
in
test out the audio
hypothermia.
quality.
Or that's the claim, at least. The reports go that the air circulation in a
Let's see
sealed
if
room, along with a sleeping
how
person,
many.
often
There's
around
only
a
one
drinking
person
night
watching
before,
here.
can cause fatally low
Then hello.
temperatures. Others claim that the fan can cause a vortex of air and suffocate you. A buildup of carbon dioxide motor, the fan, and
Is
other
that
seemingly
even
less popular
possible?
reasonings.
Like in scientific
Something
sense?
seems off here, and it's not my coffee. Like with many superstitions, the exact cause is up for debate, though hypothermia seems to be the most commonly cited cause. I know what you're thinking. Is that even possible? Well, no, probably not. But there are those who
Yes,
claim it
probably
is.
not.
In an interview with Korea's Junang Daily, Dr. Yeon Dong-soo, the dean of Kwangdong University's medical school, refuted explanations like carbon dioxide buildup and
Carbon
suffocation, but claimed
dioxide.
that the hypothermia concerns were well warranted.
How do you even get
Hypothermia does not only
hypothermia
occur
when
in the
your
winter when it is
fan
cold.
is turned
The
on? Like,
symptoms can also
it
take
doesn't
place if a
even
person
lower
has
the
been drinking
temperature,
and turns
only
on
a
a
bit.
fan in a closed room. Most people
Doesn't
wake up
even
when
lower
they
the
feel cold,
temperature
but if you
a
are
lot.
drunk, you will not wake up, even if your body temperature drops below 35 degrees Celsius, at which point you can die from
Bro, that's
hypothermia.
scary.
This story is so widespread that warning labels and automatic shut-off timers are common on electric fans in South Korea.
Sheesh.
The Korea Consumer Protection
So
Board and
my
Korea
most
Consumer Agency
subscribed.
have even reportedly warned
I
that
got
electric fans can cause
2.132
hypothermia and
subscribers and my
suffocation.
most upload is
That's not to say
251
that
k
everyone
views.
in the... No!
This video literally blew up, and let's see the remixes. 12k shorts have been remixed this video. Holy sheesh, bro. Dang.
No!
We got 15k likes, which is very nice. Back to the video.
Say that everyone in the medical community agrees, of course. Gord Geisbrecht, hey, it's Professor Popsicle again.
Wait, what's that?
A physical
Oh,
education professor from
oh.
the University of Manitoba said that for hypothermia to be a concern, someone's body temperature would have to drop by 10 degrees overnight, more than what a fan can do. Geisbrecht
Alright.
added, we've got people lying in snowbanks overnight here in Winnipeg, and they survive. Which isn't really news. People from Winnipeg are basically thermoses on legs. According to Dr. Lee Yoon Sung, a professor at Seoul's National University's medical school, the most likely culprit is pre-existing conditions like heart problems or alcoholism, and that media misrepresentation is the reason why the myth is so widespread.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Chun Rim, a professor at the Department of Nuclear and Quantum Engineering at the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, that was a mouthful, even took things a step further and tested the myth himself. Studying his 11-year-old daughter overnight in a sealed room with a fan, he kept track of her temperature and vitals every 5 minutes. And it may not come as much of a surprise, but both he and his daughter survived the night. But where did this myth come from?
Not
Well,
sure
some
though.
claim that it originated in the 1970s, pushed by the government during an energy crisis so people would use less power at night.
Oh, so it's the government.
This
who's
explanation
the
makes sense,
perpetrator?
since according to a McLean's article released in 2015, South Korea was importing 96% of their energy. However, by taking a closer look, it seems the myth dates all the way back to an article published in 1927 in the Jungho Ilbo, or Domestic and International Daily. At that time, it was claimed that the use of a fan came with a risk of nausea, facial paralysis, and even suffocation. But that was over 90 years ago. Why does this myth persist? It may be our old friend correlation and causation. South Korean summers are hot and humid, and it wouldn't be surprising that many people who lose their lives to various complications might have fans running. That, combined with the already existing superstitions, would leave an easy culprit to blame and an easy cause to avoid. So, that's it. While there are some medical sources that support the idea that fans can have negative consequences, I've looked into it and it's actually... Wait, actually? Oh. Well then, this case just got a lot more interesting. While the specific myth of fan death may be isolated to South Korea, warnings about the negative health impacts of using electric fans have spread far and wide, especially in the summer. These claims have even gained attention from the World Health Organization, the Ontario government in Canada, the National Health Service in the UK, and the Environmental Protection Agency and Center for Disease Control in the US. Yeah, right? During a string of heat waves during the 1980s and 1990s, the EPA and CDC released warnings about fan use in enclosed rooms. According to the warnings, while fans may provide relief at temperatures below 95 degrees, at higher temperatures, the direct airflow from fans can evaporate sweat and cause increased dehydration. This is an evaporation opportunity, as Dr. Lawrence Larry Cockstein of the University of Miami calls it. Dr. Cockstein served as a climatologist who helped write the EPA's guidelines and posits that moisture from the body evaporates a lot faster, and therefore, unless you replenish it quickly enough, it can create a heat problem for you. Cockstein also serves as one of the reasons why the belief that fans are harmful remains prevalent in Korea. When asked by journalists if he believed in the myth, Cockstein had a lost-in-translation moment and responded to the unfamiliar term with, yes, fans can create a problem. But while Cockstein may not believe that fans can cause loss of life directly, even his comments on dehydration have recently been called into question. In 2015, a study conducted by researchers at the University of Ottawa and the University of Sydney found that electric fans prevented heat-related elevations in both heart rate and core temperature among their study of 8 participants, and that advice to stop using fans during heat waves may need reevaluation. More recently, on August 5th, 2019, Dr. Ollie Jay from the Faculty of Health Sciences at the University of Sydney, one of the same co-authors of the previous joint
Let's see how
Ottawa-Sydney study,
many
released a study
viewers are
finding
now
that
on my
even
live
above
stream.
recommended heat levels, electric fans
Are there
still lowered
even
core temperatures. It should be
are there
noted,
even
though, that
someone
the same
just
study
viewing
found
this
that in
live
very
stream?
hot, dry
I
conditions,
highly doubt
fans
it
did cause
since
detrimental effects.
wait,
And it's important to point out that both of these
there's no
studies
one
were
watching
carried
my
out on
live
small
stream,
samples of
bro.
young,
Wow.
healthy people, and that Dr. J himself pointed out that larger
Bro.
studies were required. So, are there any other health concerns from fans? Hey, yeah, I got this. Yes, actually, but only for specific people. According to some sources, the use of fans could trigger irritation from people prone to allergies and asthma, as dust and pollen in the air circulate around the room. And while it's certainly not death-inducing, that's still nothing to sneeze at. Which is all before we get into indirect effects. Here's the thing about air conditioners. They use a lot of power.
Oh.
Imagine if this candy was an air conditioner, and this bowl is the power grid. Now, while it can hold a handful of candies, it can't take all of the, these coffee beans are the appliances, and these are,
Well, that's
and
very
this,
awkward.
and,
Really.
oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh, and the popcorn is,
Bro.
I'll be honest, this one got away from me a bit. When temperatures rise, air conditioner and fan use increases. When more people use air conditioners, they add strain to the power grid. According to Direct Energy, the heat also means that transmission lines have a lower capacity, and the increased strain can lead to them drooping and eventually short-circuiting.
Well, that's
When enough
unfortunate.
lines short-circuit, there aren't enough lines to provide everyone with power, resulting in a blackout.
Oh,
As recently
that
as July
causes- so that
2019,
causes
power
blackouts.
companies in and around the New York City area asked residents to be mindful of their electricity use before a heat wave. With Con Edison spokesman Alan Drury saying, the demand for power can increase as the heat wave goes on because people become less resistant, more willing to turn their air conditioning on early morning or late evening, and using fans which use 1/10 the electricity of an air conditioner. Which is a relief, since staying cool lets me stay where I'm happiest, inside. So, can fans harm you? Well, it certainly seems unlikely, not unless you happen to have allergies that are being irritated by the pollen and dust in the air, or possibly if you're using one in the scorching dry heat. But in that case, just be sure to keep yourself well hydrated. Drink water, try taking a cool shower, and make sure to keep the blinds closed when the sun is out. And if you have any concerns, it never hurts to talk to a doctor about what they'd recommend to beat the heat. So, until next time, stay chill.
Bruh, really?
No, I didn't forget. I realize now that when I asked about people sending me some fan art, I neglected a secondary definition of the word, so, that's on me. But at the same time, Bean and I are very impressed with how good this is, and I want to thank you all for your support. I don't know when this is going to come out, or if it's going to make
Yes, well,
our
thank you for
200K
sharing.
milestone, but regardless of whether it does or not, I just want to say from all of us, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for sticking around.
And also thank you for my subs,
Oh, this is all
for my
too
2,000 honored
Look at
people
that.
who subscribe
This
to my
is-
channel.
I mean,
I deeply
I'm not saying
appreciated
no.
it, and
Oh, we
thank
got a
you
running
for
theme with the,
subscribing.
with the combing hair situation.
Sheesh. No, what the heck is that? What kind of honor is that, lol?
Oh, that's so cool.
That's very decent.
I respect the
Pretty
line
decent.
paper.
Bro, that's
Very
different.
nice. Add a bead.
Also decent. Really average.
Oh,
That's also
talented.
good. Pretty nice.
Okay, that's great.
Oh,
The squad. The full squad. Grill.
very nice. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end the live stream because I think no one's even watching this, and I'm just wasting my time probably.
They call it a duo.
Okay, guys, that's the end
Oh, I
of
love
the
that
live
one.
stream.
Love it. I love
At
that
the end of this video,
purple's my favorite color. Oh.
it's pretty nice. Oh. Thank you guys for subscribing my channel. To all the 2,000 people who subscribe to my channel, a deep thanks. I am deeply thankful for all of your subscriptions. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Think I'm gonna end this. Why do I end this live stream?